Coming up, we'll be talking about a massive deal between Sony and Disney. We'll be talking about the Muppet Man and also Secrets of the Whales. But before we get into any of that, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's on DisneyPlus.com. It's Thursday, it's time to jump into some of today's big Disney Plus news, and we've got a whopper to begin with. Just late last night, Sony and Disney announced a massive deal, which is going to be bringing a whole host of Sony movies to Disney's platforms, including Disney Plus, Hulu, and also their television networks. So what does it all mean? For new movies released from 2022 through to 2026, Disney are now part of the distribution window. So what this means is, first off, movies will go to cinemas, then they will go to like premium video on demand, then they will go to Netflix. Then once they've been done, Disney then can either put them on Hulu or onto Disney Plus. Now this only applies to the United States, doesn't apply anywhere else. They haven't announced any other deals, though I wouldn't be at all surprised if something else is done. Now this follows what Netflix have recently announced, where they have got the first window right. So this means all the new Spider-Man movies will be going to Netflix first. But this is a massive deal for Disney, because now it means they've kind of done this big deal where they can kind of put things where they want. It does mean they were going to get access to some of the new Marvel and sort of movies there. That kind of clears it up. Though it's important to note, things are going to take a little bit of time to happen. For example, the new Marvel movie Morpheus, which will be coming out in January, it probably wouldn't be arriving on Disney Plus until 2024, after it's gone to cinemas, then through premium video rental, then to Netflix. So don't be expecting things straight away. There's very much kind of an end of it. Now, the other good thing part of this deal is that Disney have got access to selected titles in the library, including Jumanji. You've also got Ghostbusters. So this is more than just the Marvel and Spider-Man movies, which obviously is the big one that everyone wanted. You know, I've been saying for a long time about the idea of I could see Sony and Disney doing a deal to get hold of those movies for Disney Plus. But they've kind of gone even bigger than that. They went really all out. Disney are making sure that they have got access to loads of movies, not just for Disney Plus, but it's also for Hulu. Because Sony makes so many movies. They've got nearly 300 movies in their library from all over the different ages. There's a lot of them that I think will be a perfect fit for Disney Plus. You know, you've got things like Smurfs, you've got Peter Rabbit, you've also got major movies like James Bond, so many different franchises and stuff that they have got access to, because Sony kind of distributed the later Bond films, even though they're an MGM one. It's all very complicated. But this is the thing with film rights, they're all very awkward. Unfortunately, as I said, it's not going to be happening elsewhere, though I wouldn't be at all surprised if some deals that come. Now, I am thinking that with some of the library content, this might not necessarily be exclusive. You know, there might be some things that are shared around, especially with the library content. But, you know, eventually we're going to end up seeing, you know, Spider-Man Homecoming and the original Spider-Man movies and stuff on Disney Plus, because it's going to be so much easier when things like, you know, the upcoming Spider-Man movie comes out and you got the multiverse and all these different things. It's so much easier just to be able to go in and see them all there. Great news for us as Disney Plus subscribers and sort of Hulu subscribers. We're just going to get access to more content, and this is exactly what this network needs. You know, to keep growing, they're going to have to keep going out there. Sony wants some money, you know, rather than launching their own streaming service, though they are kind of doing something like that at the minute. They're kind of doing Video Pass, but it's going to be part of their PlayStation platform that they're going to be running, and it might be why they're going to be able to share some movies around with them, and it might not be exclusive. That's my little kind of feeling that might be coming later on, because they're trying to develop their own thing for the PlayStation network. But, you know, this is such a massive deal. Just wasn't expecting this to come out the blue. And it's kind of quite weird, really. I've kind of been saying about, you know, Disney licensing the Sony Marvel movies for a while. Once that Netflix deal went through, I thought, oh, that looks like it's all gone. But nope. They had a massive card up their sleeve, so there's going to be lots of new content. We just have to wait. New movies will start dropping onto Hulu from June. They haven't really announced any more details. They haven't announced how much they've paid for this deal. But ultimately, we've got Sony movies are going to be a massive part of sort of Disney's stuff going forward. And obviously as well, you know, we'll start covering bits and pieces as well of some of those movies, especially once they start dropping onto Disney Plus, because, well, why not? That's kind of the whole joy of it. So now we've got a little bit more to be talking about. But let's now move on to the next story. So it's Earth Day today, which is when kind of the whole world gets together to try and celebrate Earth, but also more importantly, I think just raise awareness of what's going on in the world, you know, to, you know, recycle, look after your planet, all the kind of the basic stuff we should all be doing. You'll find an Earth collection on at Disney Plus, but the big one today really was Secrets of the Whales, a brand new 4-part documentary from James Cameron. It's got Sigourney Weaver doing the narration. It's really great. If you like things from like the BBC, you know, like Planet Earth, Blue Planet, those kind of things, watch this one. It's very well made. It's not at all kind of, you know, cheesy stuff. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm really glad that everyone's now got full access to watch this series. It is great. So you're definitely going to want to check that one out. And finally, we have got some news of a new biopic movie based on Jim Henson, who is the creator of the Muppets. He also created characters for Fraggle Rock and also Sesame Street, and worked on like Dark Crystal and The Labyrinth. So this movie is currently being created with the Jim Henson Company. No word yet on when this one's going to be coming out. It will be, as I said, a biopic, so it'll be a full-on like drama movie. I'm really excited about this. I love the Muppets and the characters and stuff like this, so kind of doing something new and original is always a great thing. It's going to be written by Michael Mitnick, who has previously written The Current War and also The Giver, and he is rewriting a previous version of the script which was done by Aaron and Jordan Kando. The Muppet Man movie will focus on Henson's journey to convincing broadcasters that the Muppet was a great idea and how he worked to get the characters on air where they became a comedy staple. This film has been in production for a long time, but hopefully we'll find out some more pretty soon. But what do you think of a biopic about the Muppets? I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of this. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you go check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com. Like, follow and subscribe. Also a huge thank you to all of our supporters over on Patreon and also on our YouTube channel memberships. And I shall see you guys in another video. Laters.